Regarding the end of the episode with the Jungkook and Jiyoon tension, we are definitely getting a full-blown story plot with the worst evil and angel editing in the next weeks, I promise you that. We're back with another iland to recap and review. I low-key have a good feeling about this episode. It's shorter, I'm in a good mood, I'm feeling it. I write my videos as I'm watching, so I might eat my words, but I'm positive. We pick up back with the ground dance team. During the training montage there is a very big, and like all of the other editing in this show, very obvious emphasis on Sarang. Like none of the other two, literally only two other girls had any screen time during the flashback. Even so, I'd say this is one of the better story arcs. It was short and simple, and I think Sarang is one of the show's top picks. I like Sarang, so I don't mind this personally, but I also don't really think she end up debuting. I may be wrong, but I see her as more of a ranking really high trainee, but not high enough. Anyways, the performance itself was actually really good, all the girls did amazing. I also want to compliment like the stage design, it's surprisingly been really good the entire show, and stages are like one of my favorite parts of K-pop, so I really love how good they have been, at least for me. Juan and Coco are the most praised for the iland team, and Sarang plus Yui for the ground team. Ground wins the dance stage with 89 points compared to iland's 83. With ground's second win, there will now currently be 6 new islanders. The iland interim checks went like really bad. They didn't have the choreo done, and what they did have done wasn't the best. And the mentors obviously commented on this. Maya in particular is asked to act firmer as a leader. During the training montage, Nana and Jiwon are also depicted as slacking off and not attending practice. I would not take this at face value, especially since it was kinda random and they didn't even build anything off from it. Anyways, after the post-interim check meeting, Mai seems to really kick into gear and work hard on focusing on creativity as a whole rather than solely choreography, which is actually really smart. I didn't think of that. Alongside some others, I also think Mai is really favored to make into the final lineup by the producers. The iland final stage was genuinely fantastic because it felt so genuine, like they were genuinely having fun. I think it was genius to focus on stage elements like stage presence and utilizing the entire area for the performance because it covers up any possible skill limitations. I definitely think some facial expressions were a little too exaggerated, but overall I thought it was fantastic. Ling Ling and CB have great potential and already are genuinely fun to watch performers. Overall, was it a super skillful performance? Probably not. But I think there's times where skill can be overturned by just pure fun and enjoying a performance to the fulls. On the other hand, the ground team does really well during interim checks. Overall, their training montage wasn't as significant and was more or less just the girls wanting to go the extra mile to guarantee a win. However, during practice, Taeyeon struggles with a couple of steps of the choreography. Anyways, this performance was also so good, like what? The choreography was so clean and so nice to watch, and I think they were all so well balanced. Also, it seems that each unit is getting a trainee that is particularly angel editing, but I didn't expect Taeyeon to be pushed. However, looking back, it does seem that they've been pushing her a bit. I would not be surprised if they go full out with the underdog or massive improvement storyline. I'm not really sure how I feel personally about this. I think she definitely has the potential for a debut, but maybe not for this lineup. If she were to come back for like the next survival show or maybe the one after that, then I think she'd have a much more deserving and rightful place in a lineup. Even so, she did great for this performance and I think it's her best yet. Anyways, I thought the choreography was incredible. The motorcycle intro and the mirror scene were my favorite and I thought were executed perfectly. Both teams get compliments, with Jimin, Taeyeon, Sujin being the emphasis of the ground team, and then they are critiqued for certain formations and spacings. Mai was the only one name dropped during the iland evaluation and is praised for her leadership. Ground lost the final battle by 1 point, 83 to 84, meaning there will be only 6 dropouts and 6 entrees for iland. The girls in iland with the lowest personal score will then be sent to the ground. The dropouts are Jiwon, Nana, Kang Jiwon, Choi Sol, Yoon, and Sun Juwon. The grounders going to iland: Sarang, Yui, Jimin, Yuju, Jiyoon, and Sujin. The whole Jiyoon versus Jungkook thing is so funny to me, like, are we not tired? I don't care if this is genuine or edited, like, let's keep this out, we were finally having a good time, like what? Anyways, we then cut to the eliminations. For this round, those eliminated are Kang Jiwon and Nana. These eliminations had so much more impact than the ones from last week because they were actually paced well. I honestly think this was the best episode of the show so far, and it also makes me think that iland 2 does so much better when the episodes are shorter. Like last week's episode, while it was the longest, it was technically 2 episodes in one, so each section stood really well on its own. I think with this cheesier, more obvious editing and storyline style, that mnet is taking, the episodes should definitely be shorter so it fits better. I also think this proves that evil editing isn't a requirement to make a good episode. This episode had just enough suspense and drama without villainizing any of the girls. Regarding the end of the episode with the Junggun and Jiyoon tension, we are definitely getting a full-blown story plot with the worst evil and angel editing in the next weeks, I promise you that. Other than that, I guess that's it for this video. What were your favorite performances of the third mission? Since voting is starting soon for the second part, who are your picks at the moment? That's all, bye.